Hello, SquirrelTribe 2.0. Happy Thursday, my dudes and dudettes. It's been a couple days since we saw each other. I would like you to know, not that I think anybody gives a shit or not, but I did kick my husband out of the house today so we could do this together. I know the last couple of videos, it has been more of a husband-wife, Michelle, Kevin, I was going to say tag team kind of thing, but that sounds wrong in and of itself. But it's been the both of us for the vlogging thing that I attempted that not sure how I feel about that one. And then all the coffee tasting and whatnot. But today I said, babe, honey, boo-boo, I love you. Get the hell out of the house so I can have my SquirrelTribe 2.0 to myself. So he is gone. He is going to pick up the kid from school so that you and I can have some one-on-one time, some alone time, if you will. And I think I need to turn this way. There we go. So as you can see behind me, I have ordered some things. But these some things go to, dun, 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 you guys have already seen them, goes to that coffee maker and that grinder. And yes, that is the Keurig back up on the counter. Let me explain why the Keurig is back on the counter. So you guys know we got the coffee. We got the Mocha Master. We got the OXO bean grinder. We went and got Moss coffee, the Jazz, which is the flavored beans, and then the Papua New Guinea, however you're supposed to say that, beans, which is like the regular coffee. And everything is going absolutely fabulous, my dears, hunky-dory, if you will. And then out of nowhere, the man goes, I think I'm breaking out and I don't know why. And I said, well, what do you mean? He goes, I got these like little bitty bumps, like little itchy things. And I said, okay, well, what have we changed? And so we had to sit down and have a full conversation on what has changed. I haven't changed the laundry detergent. I haven't changed his body wash because I buy all the stuff. I haven't changed the foods. I haven't changed the, butter. I haven't changed anything. The only thing we have changed is the coffee. And I was like, this feels real stupid that it would be the coffee, but let's just to go ahead and nix that off the list. Let's go back to the stupid pods for the Keurig for a couple days for you. Not for me, boo-boo, because I'm perfectly fine. I'm still drinking the good stuff out of the Mocha Master. So we went back to the Keurig for him and back to the Caribou coffee pods and the McDonald's pods and the whatever else. And he realized that that's not it. So we're back to the Mocha Master. Thankfully, I got to clean the Keurig and put it up, and I'm glad we are done with that for now, hopefully for good. We're still not quite sure exactly what was, but I think that he sits outside on our, y'all said to call it a Florida sunroom. Some people said call it a lanai. Other people said call it a enclosed patio. Still don't know what to call it, but he sits out there like a lot. And the weather has been a little the last couple of days, like the rain and everything else has brought in all kinds of little bugs and whatnot through the bottom of the screen door where it doesn't quite seal. So these little things like salamanders and lizards and hopefully never the snake that we keep seeing in the backyard and little spiders and palmetto bugs and whatnot to keep making their way in. And I told him, I said, babe, I think you just got a little something on you that decided to nibble you because you're so delicious. And that's the problem. I think it's not the coffee or whatever else. So that's why the Keurig's on the counter. But anyway, when we got the Mocha Master, I told you guys that I was going to order stuff for it because everybody's like, ma'am, you got to put the coffee in an airtight container. And I'm thinking my little Tupperware things are not exactly airtight containers. So we went to Target, we went to Home Goods, and we looked at all these containers and whatnots. And I didn't see anything I loved. Side note, I have a ponytail today. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but it has been about a year since I had a ponytail. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm a little self-conscious about it. I'm not going to lie, because I feel like my face has gone a little bowling ball, right? And when you put a ponytail behind it, I feel like something from The Big Lebowski or whatever you can think of. What's that movie? Oh, no. Do y'all remember the show? You're probably not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. Dharma and Greg. There was a show called Dharma and Greg with Jenna Elfman, I think is her name. And then the guy, I don't know his name, but he's like that weirdly hot, which makes no sense kind of whatever, the guy who played her husband. And her mom was like all eclectic. And so was Dharma, Dharma and Greg. Yeah, Dharma. But her dad was like balding, but he would pull everything back just like this and put it in a ponytail back there. I feel like the dad from Dharma and Greg. That's what I feel like right now. But I'm just happy it's here. Like it's working its way down because when I got my highlights done, I had her snip off like the inch of the layers so that there's less stacking back there and hopefully more of a regular length. But I don't know if I love it. But when I came out of the room, Kevin was like, oh, cute hair. And I think it's because it looks all, flippity floppity back there, like a Grease style ponytail. So I'm curious how we feel about this. I'm 50-50 on it. Anyway, back to, I don't know what I was saying before I got sidetracked by the ponytail. Oh, so we went to a bunch of different stores trying to find coffee containers, and it's not like it's a big deal. It's just an airtight container to hold some coffee. It's not whatever, but I made it whatever. And so I jumped on Amazon and I was like, ooh, and I scrolled Amazon. I don't want to tell you for an hour because that sounds special. So we'll just say 60 minutes. And I scrolled Amazon and I put a bunch of things in the cart, and then I went to the cart, and then I brought the cart over to the Mocha Master and the OXO bean grinder and the counter. And I put the computer cart next to the Mocha Master. And then I scrolled through each of the containers that I had picked out to see which one looked best next to the coffee setup. I don't know what to call that. Extra, probably. But on top of the coffee container, I also ordered a thing to hold the filters because, you know, keeping them in the box in the cabinet makes absolutely no sense. They should be out in the open in a cute little filter holder on the counter as well to make a whole entire barista looking thing over there for no apparent reason whatsoever. So that's what I have done. And I'm pretty sure that's what's in these boxes. I also ordered something for the kid, which I'm going to show you guys. Hopefully it's in there, that I didn't tell her I ordered, and hopefully I can get her to read it since she likes to read books now, but it's a specific kind of book. So anyway, before that, school started back on Monday. We have seen each other since then. Today is Thursday. I'm pretty sure we saw each other on Monday itself, but she is in, y'all, she's in World History Honors. I don't know if I told you that. At first she was like, hello, this is the first time I've been in world history anything. Why am I in the honors class? And so she wanted to go get it changed. But then she said, you know what? Let me nerd out. And so she's staying in world history honors. She's leaving her schedule the way it is. I know when we talked to each other, we talked about the fact that she was kind of wigging out, that they changed her schedule on her and messed up her little friend groups or whatever. But then we were like, hey, opportunity to make new friends. But I'm pretty sure one of the classes might have a cute boy in it. So we're sticking around. I understand. I was 16 before, so, you know, whatever. So she's doing great. It's almost that tomorrow's the last day of the first week of school. Everybody's happy. There's been no issues whatsoever. She's had a good week, so I'm happy about that. We have a sleepover tomorrow night with her bestie. So tomorrow I'm supposed to get my nails done because look, can y'all see the growth there? So I'm going to go get these, you know, repainted tomorrow. And she gets out early tomorrow, so the man is going to go pick, actually, no, he's not. He was going to go pick her up, but Greg, the one who's been working on our cabinets, is coming back tomorrow to put the uppers on. I showed you guys in the video, we have the base part, but there's upper cabinets that are going up on top that are never going to be able to reach them unless you pull out a 6-foot ladder. They're literally there to hold like winter blankets and overflow stuff, because how often do you really need it? But every once in a while you might. But they're gonna have lights in it to give it like ambiance in the room. So I'm super excited. But he's coming back tomorrow. So I am going to go get my nails done. I think the kid is gonna ride the bus home with her best friend, which, you know, whatever. It's the first week. I doubt anybody's on there beating each other up yet. So she's going to ride the bus home with her, and then I'm going to go pick them up. And then maybe we'll do like a late lunch or something, all of us, since I'm going to be there for a minute for my nails. But anyway, that's what's tomorrow. Where was I going with that? Was I going anywhere? Sleepover. End of first week, bestie sleepover. I don't think we have plans Saturday. Do we have plans Saturday? I don't think we have plans Saturday. I don't know. It's very hard to keep up with stuff. I don't think we have plans Saturday. We have a 9 a.m. plan on Sunday. And then Monday, y'all, Monday, I go back to the dentist for the left side of my mouth. Y'all saw I did the right side. I go back Monday for the left side, which we'll talk about that more later because, but right now let's do a little bit of this so I can show you guys. I'm pretty sure these are the containers that I ordered. So I want to see exactly what they look like. Where's the scissors? I got the scissors out and everything. Oh, remember how in the last video, and I opened up the phone holder to show you what it was like, and I was using it in my windshield, and I was like, I was gonna put the iPhone in there to show it to you, and then I was like, I can't find the iPhone. Guess what I still can't find? Have not told the man. Still can't find the iPhone. So I remembered what happened. See, what had happened was, I know for a fact that I put it in the center console of the car because I thought we were going to, look, this magnetic thing just picked that up. I thought we were going to exchange it. At the same time, we went and got his mom the new phone, and he was like, no, we're not going to do it. And then we went to Atlanta. But then I remembered, because my brain and my memory are, you would think I've done a lot of drugs in my life. I've never done a single one, but the way my brain works, you'd swear it's been a whole effing party up in there. When we went to the hotel in Atlanta, I remember specifically getting the phone out of the center console. And this is how I remember, because I went and checked this in because I'm the one who made the reservation at the hotel. And I was wearing leggings that had pockets on both sides. So I had my regular phone in my right pocket and then the non-working iPhone in my left pocket. And I walked through there feeling like some kind of pimp, like where my hose at? And I walked up to the counter. And when the lady was like, what's your reservation number? I pulled out both phones because I couldn't remember which one was which. So I looked like a drug dealer, probably trying. And then I'm like, oh, it's this phone, put the pimp phone back up, whatever. And then when we got up to the room, I remember putting it in my backpack. Guess where it's not? In my backpack. Now, here's also the problem. When we left the second day, I forgot to put the do not disturb, AKA don't you dare come in my room while I'm not here, sign up on the outside of the hotel door. And sure as shit, they went into the room while we weren't there and made the bed. We had left the room with all of our shit everywhere because we weren't expecting anybody to go into the room, but I forgot to put the thing up. And so there is the high possibility, obviously, that somebody went through my backpack and took the phone. And again, I don't want to think that way about people, but where the hell's the phone? Right. So that's where I'm at now. Kind of like maybe he'll just forget and I won't bring it up and we'll just pretend like the iPhone never existed, and it's going to suck because that thing was $1,000, like it was $1,000 for an iPhone. And we were about to be able to trade it in to get that money back to go towards our bill. And now I just have to somehow convince him to never think of it again. Yeah, it kind of makes you want to vomit a little bit when you realize like how much money I cannot find at this point in time. It is nauseating. So we're just going to keep moving and pretend like it doesn't exist, because that's what we do. Just take the problem, find the rug, sweep that shit right under, keep on trucking. Right. Okay. Welcome to perimenopause. Okay. So we're going to open this and see, hopefully the coffee containers are in here. I feel like I should do this where y'all can see. There you go. That's about as good as it's going to get. I'm not trying to make the noises. I promise. It just kind of happens that way. Sounds like I'm pooping. Okay. All right. So it is the coffee thingies. All right. So when I was looking at all the different coffee options on Amazon, obviously you want to look for the ones that have the higher reviews, but aren't like the sponsored ones, at least for me. Because if it's sponsored, I feel like it's, is it an accurate representation or whatever else? So I looked and I found these here. They're called Airscape. I am in no way affiliated with Airscape, by the way. So I found these and they looked really neat, and I looked at the reviews and everything and they looked really good. So I got a small one for the coffee grinds, obviously. No, the coffee grounds. And these for the coffee beans. So let's see how this works, because when I was looking at it, I was also watching War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning at the same time. So I was slightly distracted between that and whatever. Oh, it comes in a nice little travel bag. I don't know how often you're going to travel with your can of beans. This is not Jack and the Beanstalk. I don't know what's going on there, but all right, fine. So let's see. Let go. Give me my hand back. Wait. And I ordered it in black because it makes the most sense next to the Mocha Master. They had a pink one, but I was like, listen, it's not going to be the same pink, and it's going to look real stupid over there if I order pink and it comes out more purple, or it comes out, whatever. And I try to put it next to the Mocha Master. We're going to look real janky in this kitchen. I'm not willing to do janky in my kitchen. So I ordered this one, and y'all heard that? It's a pop. So this is the top part, and then this is the thing. Can y'all hear that? That's so ASMR. It's ridiculous. All right, so gonna have to wash these. They don't smell, but this is stainless steel. Okay, stainless steel container, which is the best. That way you don't get, I had to look all this up. So stainless steel containers or opaque glass containers. That way the beans aren't affected by the light and the heat. So there was a ton of glass containers on Amazon and at Target and at not Hobby Lobby. No, there too, and Home Goods. All these different places where we went and looked, and they had a ton of glass ones. And at first I was like, oh, that'd be so cute. You can see the beans just sitting on the counter. That's adorable. And then I read that if you have like the see-through kind of glass containers like that, and you keep them near the light, which obviously there's under cabinet lighting over by the coffee maker, that the light from the whatever, the lights, and any outdoor light that's coming in through like your windows and stuff can degrade the beans. Is that right? Degrade, right? That feels like the right word. Yes. They can make the beans go bad. So you don't want that. You want something that the light can't penetrate. Look, it's always fun when you can use the word penetrate in a sentence at least once in a day. Anyway, so I went with stainless steel instead. Now the way these work, from what I have gathered, Airscape by Planetary. What? Planetary? What? What word is that supposed to say underneath planetary? Is that half moon supposed to be a letter? Planetary, design? That says design. Somebody needs to design better because that took me a minute. Maybe I'm just special. But according to this is what you're supposed to do. So I'll show you. So it shows here, you pour in the beans, then you press down that little airtight part, and then you put the lid on it. So you've got like double duty here. So you take this, and you smush it down. And I can feel it pushing the air out. So whatever, and then when you hit the top of the beans, obviously you stop and it pushes it down. And then you put the lid on, I guess to keep shit from getting down inside there. I don't really know why you need another lid on top of a lid, but I like it. So I got that one for the coffee beans. And after I clean it out, I will put the beans in there. And then I got the little one, like I said, for the coffee grounds. And for both of them, it was, ironically enough, for both of them, it was just about $64. I see the irony here because that's the refund that I was given for the Mocha Master showing up with those two little spots missing on the hot plate part. That's interesting to me that they happen to be the same amount of money for the two. Conspiracy. So same thing, but smaller version. There's the logo, whatever. There's the lid. Here's the paper. And look, when you do this, the little air thingy doesn't come out, but hold on. Ready? Ow, don't break a nail. This one's in here tight. Nope, not doing it. It's fine. Wait, let it go. I'm about to punch myself in the face. Why are you so suctioned? What is happening? Is there like an airlock release? Oh, there it goes. There we go. I feel like, what are those movies where you hear the airlock like that? Obviously, outer space movies like Apollo 13 and stuff like that. But also, my brain wants to say Jurassic Park, which is the best movie ever made. But I don't know if that's real or not. But okay, so a smaller one, same thing, stainless steel for the coffee grounds. So we get to wash both of those. Oh, and then the handles, I just realized this. They fold down. That way, if you fill it up almost to the top, you can still fold that down and put this on there. So I will see if I'll have Kevin get me a link to these and I can put them in the description if you guys are interested. If you want to wait a day or two and I'll let you know exactly how they work, you can do that as well. But if anybody's interested, oh, and it's got rubber thingy on the bottom so it doesn't like slip and slide. All right, so these are not microwave safe. The hell would you microwave your coffee beans in a stainless steel container? But this is one of those things, you have to put these on these things now, not microwave safe. My brain goes, well, no shit, Sherlock. But I guess at some point, Sherlock was wrong. I don't know. Either way, so that's the coffee beans and grounds containers, which I'm excited about. And then I ordered, oh, that's what this probably is. Okay. No? Okay, maybe this is the one. This might be the one that holds the coffee filters. So I need scissors again. Hello, where are you? Here we are. So I have some other stuff I want to show you guys, but it's going to be probably Saturday since I think we have no plans. I'll probably make another video on Saturday to show you and then, you know, talk about whatever is tomorrow. But tonight also, by the way, we're going out to dinner with the owner of Moss Coffee, him and his wife. We're going to go get some pizza a little bit later. So I'm looking forward to that, especially. What is this one? Is this the thing? I think this is the thing. Shaking it probably isn't helpful or conducive to keeping it in one piece. I should probably stop doing that. All right, so I think this is going to be the coffee filter holder, which again, it's not necessary at all. It's not, it's a legit want only. And I only want it because I saw it because they recommended that I get one. And I was like, okay, don't need it in the least. Is that it? Nope. The kids are going to be so mad. No, I opened her Labubu. No, it was an accident. These things are so stupid looking. Y'all, these are so stupid looking. This is not the coffee thing. It's a Labubu. I don't understand the craze. This thing looks psychotic. I don't understand the craze of this, but the kids these days, it's all the rage. And she had to have a Labubu. And I don't know if she ordered the secret one. These are all the different Labubus you can get. Tell me these things don't look freaking demented and like nightmares are made up. But she had to have one of these. When Kevin and I were coming back from Atlanta, the last time we went out, we stopped at this gas station. Janky ass little gas station in the middle of East Bumblefuck, right? So we stopped there and they have Labubus on the counter for $20. And I'm looking at it going, I don't know if that's real or not. I have no idea how to tell if it's real or not, but it looked cool and it looked like something she might like and it like lit up or something. And I was like, oh, fine, I'll take it. So I get it and I bring it home. She's like, man, this is so cool. She goes, it's fake, but it's so cool. Thank you. And I was like, damn it. So I got her a fake one. She likes it. And then her grandmother, her Nini, Janini, Kevin's mom, my mother-in-law, gave her $30 for like beginning of school, whatever, to go get herself something, whether it was makeup or who knows what. Posters are her new thing. Posters for the bands I listened to in high school. Linkin Park up on the walls. You got, well, Deftones wasn't for me in high school, but she's got all these different bands up on the walls. Green Day, everything. T-shirts that she's ordering off of Etsy. And whatever the one is where they like, you put your clothes up and then somebody else can buy them. I don't remember what it's called. She gave me, it's like, starts with a B, like Bebop or Baboop or something. I don't know, something like that. And she ordered a Deftones t-shirt that somebody had and wore forever and then cut all the top part off. So now it's like an off the shoulder Deftones shirt. She got it for $8. And I was like, you could have got a brand new one for like $12 at Hot Topic, but you do, you boo. It's fine. So the $30 that her Nini gave her, she spent on this. And I've just opened the box by accident. So we're going to put it back in here, tape it back up, pretend like nothing happened, and keep it trucking. Remember that rug we were talking about sweeping shit under? Right under the rug. There we go. So then maybe this one, this makes more sense. Okay, so it's probably this one. Amazon. That one didn't say, no, this didn't say Amazon. That's on me. I should have known better. Whatever. I just like opening stuff. I'm like a kid at Christmas all the time. All right, so this will be the book. And hopefully, in theory, the coffee filter holder, CFH for short. I don't know if that's helpful. All right, hold on. We're almost there, I promise. Okay, so this feels wrong. I don't think that's what this is. I don't know what's happening here. It feels like the wrong size. Maybe I'm special. Maybe I have to put it together. No, it's the right thing. I'm just really having an off day of figuring things out. All right, so here's the screw and the whatnots because you can screw this into the wall. But this is the one I ordered. Look. And again, I filled the cart with 15 of these different things trying to figure out which one I was going to order. But I ordered the one that said Made in America, and it's coffee. It just says coffee. I don't know why there's a tree. I guess because the beans come from a tree. But my brain is like, why is there a family tree behind coffee? Not always the fastest. It's fine. But because I have the brown coffee filters, it's going to look like that. Like it's going to, I could just go get the coffee filters and show you. It feels like way too easy though, because I want to wash this thing too. But it's going to look cool because the filters, they're the number 4. So they're cone shaped like this. And they'll, like that, like a little fan. And they'll sit down in here and it'll make the word coffee kind of stand out. So I'm excited about that. It'll look nice with my airspace, whatevers, even though one's matte and this one's kind of more satin, different textures and sheens, but whatever. So I'm excited about that. This is what I got for the kid. All right. So there's this movie based off this book. And I was scrolling around Facebook for, boredom while pooping, probably. I don't know. And I came across one of these stupid little reels and it had Kristen Stewart, the one from Twilight who does this like all the time in Twilight. She's always doing this thing and she makes all the same faces and everything is this, right? So she's in this movie called Speak. And I watched like all of 30 seconds of it and I was like, oh, what is this? So I Google it to figure out what Speak is, and it's a book. So I ordered the book and this is the book. And basically It's about a sexual assault in high school and how the freshman girl is like sexually assaulted by a senior, but she feels like she can't tell anybody and she quits talking and all this other stuff. And a lot of the reviews on the book talked about how impactful it was and how helpful it was for a lot of people who had been through something in high school, maybe possibly, and didn't know how to talk about it, didn't want to talk about it. And my daughter and I, we talk all the time about the okays and the not okays when it comes to what can be done, right? Physically. You want to kiss a boy? Go for it. You want to do anything else? I will whoop your little ass, right? She knows everything about me from my past. We have talked through all of it. She knows when I lost my virginity. She knows how. She knows all the different things. We've talked about everything, because I'd rather her be fully informed than to wonder and question and whatever else. So we talk about all of it. She has questions, she'll come to me and we'll discuss it. She can Google it. I'm sure she does also, and she talks to her friends or whatnot, but she also knows that I will be honest with her about stuff. And we have the hard conversations sometimes, and we have the not so comfortable conversations and the cringy conversations and the, ooh, mom, no conversations. We have all of those. But sometimes hearing stories and things that have happened to people from a different perspective might be helpful for her to kind of understand how to not put herself in situations that could go sideways or go wrong, and not like a victim blaming kind of thing, because that's trash, right? But in a sense of she should know without me telling her that she shouldn't go into a bedroom alone with a boy at a party at 16 or 17, 18, hell, 40, if you don't know the person or whatever else, or you're inebriated or that person's drunk or there's this or there's that, all these different scenarios. She needs to know what the outcomes could be. Could be nothing happens. You just sit and have a lovely conversation and everything's fine. Could be, whatever else, but it also could be sexual assault. You just don't know. So I got this for her. I am almost positive that she will read it if I'm not like, you have to read this. If I'm just like, oh, this is such a good book. Oh my gosh, she'll love it. Here, maybe she'll read it and get something from it. And if she does, I'm going to tell her to pass it on to a friend. This will be the pass around book for all her female friends to read, and the dudes too. Dudes get sexually assaulted as well, but this also may be something that could stop a dude from unknowingly, because there are a lot of unknowing sexual assaults where guys don't realize that a girl is saying no because she's not using the word no. Maybe she's using physical gestures or whatever, and they don't realize it, or something else, and they touch her in a place that she doesn't want to be touched at that point. That's sexual assault, right? So maybe this could be helpful on both sides of the gender, whatever, boys and girls. So that's the plan with this. I'm going to read it also, but I want her to read it. I told my bestie, Lindsay, next door that she needed to read it. So she downloaded the digital version because she likes to listen to books while she cleans, because she has a zoo. She has so many animals. She's always cleaning and taking care of the animals and whatnot. So she does a lot of books on audio. Put her headphones in and we'll listen to a book while she cleans for hours. And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Normally I go with music, or I just drag my iPad around with me and I have a movie on, which is why it takes me 4 hours to clean when it should take me 1, because I'm folding clothes and then I'm like going through all the emotions of whatever I'm watching. And I'm like, oh shit, I was folding clothes. Now I got to put them back in the dryer to get them unwrinkled because they sat here for so long, whatever. But either way, I'm going to read this. If you guys have ever seen the movie or read the book, I'd like to know your thoughts on this. If you want, no big deal. If not, it's okay. I still am going to read it and have her read it. But either way, y'all, I love you. Look, it's 30 minutes. We've been here 30 minutes. Time flies when I'm running my mouth. That's all. There's a lot more we could do, but I'll save it for Saturday, because there's a lot more we could do, but I will save it for Saturday, because Saturday is going to be a whopper. I promise you. I think that's all. SquirrelTribe 2.0. I love y'all immensely. Thank you for being the absolute best of the best. And I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Bye now. Oh, and I'll show you how the thingies work after I get them all cleaned. Like we'll do the beans, we'll grind the beans, we'll put them in the thing, we'll do the air thingy, and you guys can see exactly how it works then. Okay? Okay. Love y'all. Bye.